The proper function of man is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days by trying to prolong them. I shall use my time. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes, playing a poor hand well. A bone to the dog is not charity. Charity is the bone shared with the dog when you are just as hungry as the dog. Intelligent men are cruel. Stupid men are monstrously cruel. You can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club. Fear urged him to go back, but growth drove him on. There is an ecstasy that marks the summit of life, and beyond which life cannot rise. And such is the paradox of living. This ecstasy comes when one is most alive, and it comes as a complete forgetfulness that one is alive. Life is so short. I would rather sing one song than interpret 1,000. One cannot violate the promptings of one's nature without having that nature recoil upon itself. If cash comes with fame, come fame. If cash comes without fame, come cash. Do you know the only value life has, is what life puts on itself? Kill or be killed, eat or be eaten, was the law, and this mandate, down out of the depths of time, he obeyed. To be able to forget means sanity. Show me a man with a tattoo, and I'll show you a man with an interesting past. As one grows weaker, one is less susceptible to suffering. There is less hurt because there is less to hurt. He must master or be mastered, while to show mercy was a weakness. Life? It has no value. Of cheap things, it is the cheapest. Everywhere it goes begging. Nature spills it out with a lavish hand. Where there is room for one life, she sows 1,000 lives, and its life eats life till the strongest and most piggish life is left. It's better to stand by someone's side than by yourself. He was a silent fury who no torment could tame. He had learned well the law of club and fang, and he never forewent an advantage or drew back from a foe he had started on the way to death. Love, genuine passionate love, was his for the first time. White Fang knew the law well, to oppress the weak and obey the strong. He was a killer, a thing that preyed, living on the things that lived, unaided, alone, by virtue of his own strength and prowess, surviving triumphantly in a hostile environment where only the strong survive. He was sounding the deeps of his nature, and of the parts of his nature that were deeper than he, going back into the womb of time. The ghostly winter silence had given way to the great spring murmur of awakening life. His conclusion was that things were not always what they appeared to be. The cub's fear of the unknown was an inherited distrust, and it had now been strengthened by the experience. Thenceforth, in the nature of things, he would possess an abiding distrust of appearances. And at the instant he knew, he ceased to know. The aim of life was meat. Life itself was meat. A life lived on life. There were the eaters and the eaten. This expression of abandon and surrender, of absolute trust, he reserved for the master alone. He felt strangely numb. As though from a great distance, he was aware that he was being beaten. The last sensations of pain left him. He no longer felt anything, though very faintly he could hear the impact of the club upon his body. But it was no longer his body, it seemed so far away.
Please like, share and subscribe to the channel and press the red bell notification icon to get the world's most famous person in the history's golden speeches. Thanks for your time.